श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदयापात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு. So we saw up to 29. So now we are going to the point 30. இப்படி பரமசேஷியாயும் துவாரசேஷியுமாயுள்ள பர அவர ஆத்மாக்கள் இருவரிலும் வேறுபட்ட அச்சேதன தத்துவம் திரிகுணம் என்றும் அத்ரிகுணம் என்றும். So let me see the notes here. So A முடிவுடையது, B முடிவற்றது. So முடிவற்றது அனந்தம். எம்பெருமான் திருவுள்ளத்திற்கு விபரீதமாய் நடப்பதில் ருச்சி, that is C. As it is understood that some people have the interest in going against the God. So D நித்தியசூரிகளில் அவரவர் அதிகாரத்துக்கும் மேற்பட்ட வரைவரை. So each நித்தியசூரி has got a limitation of their freedom. Then தொடக்கமும் முடிவும் இல்லாது அனாதி அனந்தம். 26வது தத்துவம். So this is 26th Lord is 26th principle. G 25ஆம் தத்துவம். Then H தன் அடியார்கள், தன் சுதந்திரத்தால் ஏற்பட்டவை. I J எம்பெருமானுக்கு வசப்பட்டவையால் வந்தவை. Then K மேலான தலைவன் பரமசேஷியாயும். Paramaseshi is the highest master, and Dwarasheshi நடுவில் உள்ள தலைவன் Brahma, Shiva, Indra and others. So there will be leaders, but sub-leaders, lower in the lower rung. Then Para, Avara, Atmakal இருவரிலும். So Paramatma and Jivatma, Avaratma meaning lower soul, in the sense all others except the Lord are lower souls. இருவரிலும் வேறுபட்ட அச்சேதன தத்துவம். There are three. Number one is Param, the other one is Chetanam, and other is Achetanam. So in the Chetana group, you have got Avaratmas. Then, so in the Achetana group, you have got objects with the three qualities, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, and Atrigunam. They don't possess all the three. So how we will see? Irandu. So we go to the next one. So 62nd page. Irandu vahayayum. Atrigunam kalam endrum Shuddha Sattvam endrum Irandu vahayayum. So the insentient objects are divided into two categories, one with the three qualities, the other without these three qualities. So among the objects which have no three qualities, it's called, one is time, kalam endrum, then sattvam endrum, Shuddha Sattvam endrum, the pure goodness, Shuddha Sattvam, pure goodness. இரண்டு வகையாயும் இருக்கும். 31. அச்சேதன திரவியமான தர்மபூத ஞானத்தோடு கூட 4 வகை என்று எண்ணலாயிருக்க Achetana Dravyam. Achetana Dravyam is insentient object. Dharma Bhuta Jnanam is what we call Achetana Dravyam, insentient object. Namely, Dharma Bhuta Jnanam is understanding the real truth, the knowledge of the real truth. நாலு வகை என்று எண்ணலாக இருக்க, so it has been considered as four kinds, but இதை சரீரமாக கொள்ளாமையாலும், because it has no body as it is insentient, பிரயோஜன விசேஷத்தாலும், because of its extraordinary usage, இவை மூன்றையும் வகுத்து அனுசந்தித்தார்கள். These three were taken, namely Chetana with Triguna, Achetana without Triguna, and Triguna. So Trigunamaவது, so what is this? So 32, Trigunamaவது Sattva-rajas tamasugalukku ஆசிரயமான திரவியம். An object which has been resorted to by these three qualities is called Triguna. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva is good quality. Rajas is belligerent quality, rather proud, pride, haughtiness and so on. Tamas is ignorance or darkness of ignorance. 33. Sattva, Rajas, Tamasugalukana Tamasukalavana Adeve. So, ஞான சுகாதிகளுக்கும் ராக துக்காதிகளுக்கும் பிரமாத மோகாதிகளுக்கும் ஹேத்துக்களான குண விசேஷங்கள். What are the natures of these three qualities? So, sattva will be giving us knowledge and pleasure, the spiritual pleasure and spiritual wisdom. Rajas will give attachment and suffering, raga and dukkha. Then tamas, the darkness of ignorance, will give us confusion. Pramada is confusion. Rather, we will be will tend to make mistakes. Pramada is mistake, blunder. So moha, confusion. So tamas will raise confusion as well as likely commission of errors. Of course, definite. And then so hetukalana guna vishesham. So these will be the causes, namely sattva, rajas and tamas will be the causes for these activities. So 34. Itrigunattanuடைய காரண தசையையும் காரிய தசையையும் கூட பிரகிருதி மானாங்கார மனங்கள். So this is the understanding. So it is given in the Divya Prabandham. Among the 4,000 Divya Prabandham, we have a quotation. We have the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and it has got two statuses. Number one, so in the causal form, Karana Dasha, Karana Dasha and Karya Dasha, the execution status. The causal status and execution status. So, பொங்கையும் புலனும் பொறியைந்தும் கருமேந்திரியம் ஐம்போதும் என்று பிரித்து சாஸ்திரம் சொல்லா நிற்கும். So, Shastra says, so this is the explanation for the two statuses of the three qualities, namely Karana Dasha, causal form, and Karya Dasha, executed form. Let me read the 35 and then go to the notes. இவற்றில் குணசாமியத்தையுடைய மூல பிரகிருதியில் ஒரு பிரதேசத்திலே, now there is one thing called மூல பிரகிருதி, primordial matter, nature we can also say மூல பிரகிருதி. மூல பிரகிருதி is intangible, invisible, abstract object. So குணசாமியத்தையுடைய, there are all the three qualities are in the same proportion. Oru Pradeshatle at a time, So Bhagavat Sankalpa Niyata Kalamana Guna Vaishamyam Adiyaha, based upon the time fixed by the will of God. So Bhagavata, God, Sankalpa will, Niyata fixed, Kala time. By that, you can understand the difference of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas in Mula Prakriti. So Sattvika, Rajasa, Tamasanga. So it goes on to page 63. So let us take Tiruvayimuri 10:7-10. I'll read the translation and also the Pashuram. Manga Vottun Mamayai, Tirumalirin Solemeya, Tang Nangal Kone, Yane Niyahi Enne Alitane, Pongaimbulanum Puriaindum, Karimendrium Aimpudam, Ingi Virei Prakriti Manankara Manangale. So the devotee, namely Nammalvar, prays to the Lord that he must bless him. So what kind of blessing? Certain things must be removed from him. So what are they? So one must not have all these 10 sense organs. Jnanendriyam 5, Karmendriyam 5. Then the body is made up of 5 gross elements, Panchabhutam. Then Mula Prakriti, Mahat and Ahankaram. Mahan and Ahankaram, Manas. Manas, this 11th sense organ. So all these must come to naught. They must become null and void. So Manidaralil Ullathai Kedukavalla. So the minds of human beings are prone to become bad. So because Shabda Mudaliya 5 Vishayangalu. They are called Tanmatras in Sanskrit. Tanmatraha. So Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsha. So these five are the activities from the sense organs. Avattil izhuthu chellum 5 ஞானேந்திரியங்களும். So you have the 5 wisdom organs. Then avattil ஈடுபடும் 5 கர்மேந்திரியங்களும், 5 motor organs. Then சரீர வடிவு கொண்ட 5 பூதங்களும், the 5 gross elements. Prithvi, Up, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha. Then Mula Prakriti, Mahan. Mula Prakriti is primordial matter. Mahan is something great, but it is never understood. So Ahankaram is egoism. Manas is mind. So Ahiyevai Anithum Oriyumbadi ni arul puriyum. These 24 principles must not have any effect on me. That is the prayer 5, Nammalva. Of course, these are all notes. Irippadamana, Varishiyaha, Ashai, Tunbam. So Ashai, Tunbam is called Raga and Dukkhadi. That outcome of Rajas, Rajogunaha. Gavanakuraivu, Madimayakam. Pramadaha and Mohaha. Pramada Mohadihad. D. Mukkunangalam Sama alavil iruttal. So in Mula Prakriti, all the 3 qualities are in the same proportion. Sankalpati Taliviya Kalavarai Ulla. Based on the will of God, there is a limit of time for Mula Prakriti. And then we are going to see the number G later. Mukkunangalin Etra Kuraivu. Let me read. Tirumalirinjolai Meya, Thirkku Tirumalayil Vaalgindra, Nangal Kone, Emberumane. Kon generally means king in Sanskrit, Tamil. Yane Niyahi Enne Alitane, Namakul Aikiyamambadi Enne Rakshitavane. So that means becoming one with the Lord. Pongu Aimpulam, Kilandu Varikindra Shabdadi Vishayangal 5, Pori 5, Jnanendriyangal 5, Karmendriyangal 5, Aimbhutam, Panchabhutangalum. Ingu samsara nilamayil, that means in human life. Ivuyar yei prakriti, jivanodu kalashina moola prakritiyum. Mana ahankaram manangal, maha alankaram manasumagra. Un மாமாயை மங்க ஓட்டு. உனது பெரிய மாயை கழித்து தர சம்மதித்தருள வேண்டும்.
O my Lord of Malirum Sholai, my protector, my own self, these 5 sensory fields, 5 sensory organs, 5 motor organs, 5 elements, and 4 envelopes of the soul are all part of your cosmic Leela. Pray let them die.
சத்வரஜஸ் தமசுகள் என்று பிரிவுடைத்தான மகான் பிறக்கும். So there is something called Mahan. I don't understand that. We call it Mahat in basic word. இதனின்றும் இவ்வடைவே சாத்விக ராஜச தாமச அகங்காரங்கள் உண்டாம். Yes, Mahat is Mahan in Prathama Vibhakti. Nominative case, it becomes Mahan in what we call masculine gender. But what is Mahan? What is Mahat? இதனின்றும் இவ்வடைவே சாத்விக ராஜச தாமச அகங்காரங்கள் உண்டாம். Conglomerate of elements. Okay. So, in combination of gross elements. இவ்வடைவே சாத்விக ராஜச தாமச அகங்காரங்கள் உண்டாம். All these 3 qualities along with part of the Sankhya theory. Okay. Sankhya, okay. S-A-N-N, S-A-N, okay. Sankhya theory. Okay. So ahankarangal undam. The egoism also attaches itself to all the 3 qualities. Then rajasa ahankaram tunayaha. Satvika ahankaram is legitimate pride. Rajasa ahankaram is haughtiness with pride, egoism. Then tamasa ahankara is darkness of ignorance with pride. So rajasa ahankaram tunayaha, assisted by the haughtiness with egoism. Satvika ahankarantinindru ekadasha indriyangalum. So from the legitimate pride to the 11 sense organs. Then tamasa ahankarantinindru tanmatragali idayittu kondu, taking with the darkness of ignorance and egoism, these tanmatras are mixed together, namely Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha, Gandha, and then Panchabhutangalam, Utpannangalam. So they create these 5 gross elements. So Bhutangalukku Upadanangalana, Bhutangalukku for the living beings, the Upadanangal, the basic causes. What are the basic causes? Shabdadi Tanmatragalum, Bhutangalukku Gunangalana Shabdadigalum verupattavai. There is a subtle difference between the Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha, Gandha, which are called Tanmatras. If they are causes for the living beings, the production of living being, they are different from the Gunangal. The 5 gross elements. Here we are talking of 5 gross elements. Bhutangalukku is gross element. Panchabhutangalukku Gunangalana Shabdadigalum verupattavai. So basically, the Tanmatras are the source or cause for 5 gross elements, and the 5 gross elements have these 5 qualities as Tanmatras. They are different. So if Bhutangal, so these 5 gross elements, Aindilum, Gunangal Aindum Nirkumadavai, Punilaya Vainduma engira paattinbadiye anusindirukkirathu. So the qualities called the Tanmatras on the 5 gross elements should be understood. Anusandipadu meaning should be meditated upon, or should be repeatedly thought about with the help of the Nammalvar's statement, Punilaya Vainduma. 40. இப்படியா மகதாதிகள் இல்ல, மகதாதிகள், ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக். மகதாதிகளான தத்துவங்களும் இவற்றின் கலசுதல் அடியாக பிறக்கும் அனந்தங்களான பிரம்மாண்டங்கள் முதலான காரியங்களும் எல்லாம் திரிகுண திரவியமாகிற பெருங்கடலில் அலைகளும் நுரைகளும் குமிழ்களும் போலே ஆவது அழிவதாய் வருகிற பிரவாகம் அனாதியாக விச்சேதம் அற போர்கைக்கு அடி. So these principles like Mula Prakriti, Mahat and Ahankara are the principles that they combine with the gross elements, and they happen to create entire universe, the cosmic egg, Brahmandangal. So many worlds, so they are endless in number. It's a Big Bang theory, so there's no end to all the Brahmandas. Then they are the objects with these three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, all the objects of creation. So it looks like an ocean with waves, foam and bubbles. So all of them are destructible, perishable. Therefore, so because of the flood, that flood comes without any beginning, and in order that the flood is not impeded, flood is not stopped. What is the basic? So we are looking at the basic quality that does not stop this flood of what we call creation and destruction in the form of temporary waves of ocean, foam of the ocean and the bubbles of the ocean. We are looking at page 64. So before that, we will read the Nammalvar's பூனிலாய ஐந்துமாய் புனற்கண் நின்ற நான்குமாய் தீனிலாய மூன்றுமாய் சிறந்த கால் இரண்டுமாய் மீனிலாயதொன்றுமாகி வேறு வேறு தன்மையாய் நீனிலாய வண்ணன் என்னை யார் நினைக்க வல்லரே. திருச்சந்த விருத்தம். This is Thirumangai, is it? Tiruchanda Vrittam. Tiruvrittam is Nammalvar, Tiruchanda Vrittam. Okay. So, Embermane, O Lord, so Bhumil ulla ஐந்து குணங்களும், so all the tanmatras are available on earth, Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha, Gandha. The நீரில் உள்ள நான்கும், in the water, the rest four are available, Rupa, Rasa, Sparsha, Gandha. Then Tejasil ulla மூன்றுக்கும், then you have Gandha, Sparsha, Rupa. Tejasil ulla மூன்றுக்கும், வாயுவில் உள்ள ரெண்டுக்கும், Gandha and Sparsha, and ஆகாயத்தில் உள்ள ஒன்றுக்கும், only Shabda. ஆகாயத்தில் உள்ள ஒன்றுக்கும் நிர்வாகம் செய்பவனாய், managing like this, வெவ்வேறு வஸ்துக்களுக்கும் அந்தர்யாமியாய், for all the objects, he is inner soul. So நீ நிற்கிறபடியை, because of your existence, யாரால் விளக்கமாக அறிய முடியும்? How can one understand clearly your existence as inner soul in all these principles? In the five gross elements with the tanmatras. So that's the meaning here. பூனிலாய ஐந்துமாய், பூமியில் தங்கி இருக்கிற சப்தம் முதலிய ஐந்து குணங்களுக்கும் நிர்வாகனாய், Lord only manages efficiently the five tanmatras in the earth element. புனல்கண் நின்ற நான்குமாய், நீரில் உள்ள நான்கு குணங்களுக்கும் நிர்வாகனாய், நின் தீநிலாய மூன்றுமாய், தேஜஸிலே உள்ள மூன்று குணங்களுக்கும் நிர்வாகனாய். So for everything, the top manager is Lord. So சிறந்த கால் இரண்டுமாய், சர்வ பிராணிகளுக்கும் ஜீவ ஹேத்துவாகையாலே சிரேஷ்டமான வாயுவிலே உள்ள இரண்டு குணங்களுக்கும் நிர்வாகனாய், மீனிலாயது ஒன்றுமாகி, ஆகாசத்திலே உள்ள சப்த குணம் ஒன்றுக்கும் நிர்வாகனாய், வேறு வேறு தன்மையாய், பரஸ்பரம் விலட்சணமான தேவாதி, it is not தேவகி, தேவாதி பதார்த்தங்களுக்கும் ஆத்மாவாய், That means all the objects have got inner soul. நீநிலாய வண்ணம் நீ நிற்கிறபடியையும் நின்னை உன்னையும் ஆர் நினைக்க வல்லர் ஸ்வப்பிரயத்தனத்தினால் யார்தான் சிந்தித்து அறிய கடவர். So that means with the blessings of Lord Sriman Narayana, we can understand all these principles.
The five gunas of dainty earth, the 4 gunas of water, all, the 3 gunas in holy fire, the 2 gunas in air around, the 1 guna in space above, are all the manifestations. The way you stand apart from all, who can fathom thee, O Lord?
Lord Sriman Narayana is out of the purview of these elements, or rather 25 principles, and he is also in the inner soul of all the creation. And one cannot understand this. Just go up in this page and the explanation in Tamil. We have a paragraph which clearly says in Tamil, right, here. Bhumil Shabdam Sparsham Rupam Rasam Gandham. Punar meaning water. Punal is water. Shabdam Sparsham Rupam Rasam. Then Tiyil Shabdam Sparsham Rupam. Katil Shabdam Sparsham. Agayatil Shabdam. The 5 tanmatras must be reduced one by one from the right side, last one. So Maya Mayakkalal Inbarum Ivilayatudayanuடைய. So because of the magic, rather Indrajalam we say, he confuses us. He wants to play with us. Therefore, Inbarum Ivilayatudayam. He is what we call amusing himself with these games. Then Ichanuvartiyana Kalam. So he fixes the time limit till what he would play. So Yedar Nihal Karivu. Yedar the future, Nihal the present time. Karivu is past. So Munbu Pinbu, the former and the latter. Orukalam Palakalam. One time, many times. Endar Pola, no problem. சொல்லுகிற பாசுரங்களுக்கு இலக்கா இருப்பது திரவிய விசேஷம். So each object is extraordinarily special because they have been categorized as past, present and future, former and later, one time or many times. 42. So இதில் இறைப்பொழுது முதலாக. Now, taking the divine time, இறைப்பொழுது முதலாக நாள், திங்கள், ஆண்டு, ஊழி, கல்பம், பரார்த்தம், த்விபரார்த்தம், மகாகல்பம் என்றால் போலே சொல்லுகிற எல்லைகள் எல்லாம். So the time has got these divisions. So day, நாள். Of course, we have divided into 16 nadikas, nadigai in Tamil, each day. And so 30 of them day and 30 of them night, and so on. Naal day, Tingal month, Andu year, Uri the yuga, the eon, Kalpa the 4 yugas, Chatur yugas, and Parardham the next limit, then Dviparardham. I think you must have a calculation. There is a calculation for fixed calculation for Parardham and Dviparardham, and Mahakalpam, the longest time. Endar pole, சொல்லுகிற எல்லைகள் எல்லாம், these limits. So Swatantra Sankalpamagra Shuravali Kaatale, Shurandru Varan என்றால், because of the will of God, the will of God is the storm, is the hurricane, is a tornado for deciding the time when they are cyclic. So Karinda Chanangalum, the past moments, Kalpangalum, the Kalpa is the Chaturyuga. All the 4 yugas which are gone, Varun Kshanangalam, future moments and Kalpangalam, future Kalpas also, Anantangalai, they are also endless. Ivattale, Leela Vibhutiyilulla, or in all the creations, meant for game, meant for sports for the Lord, Karyangalukku, for all activities, Utpatti, Sthiti, Nasha, Vyavasthi, Undayir. So, the creation, sustenance, and destruction are the natural qualities of all these activities which come from past, present, and future. Both of them are endless. Shuddha Sattvatil, Ikala Tattvam unde ahilum. So even in the pure goodness, Shuddha Sattvatil, though the time factor is included, அங்குள்ள காரியங்களுடைய உற்பத்தியாதிகளுக்கு இங்கு அடைத்த கால விசேஷம் நியாமகம் அன்று. So in Shuddha Sattva, also there are 3 what we call production, sustenance, and destruction. But the time which by the will of God to all the creations from the time divisions, namely day, month, year, yuga, kalpa, parardha, dviparardha, and mahakalpa. So there is no time restriction. I mean, there is no time division governing the pure goodness, because pure goodness itself is Lord. So pure goodness has different scale of time for this in Shuddha Sattva. In pure goodness, Lord has got different timings. Now look at the Vishnu Puranam. Anadir Bhagavan Kalaha na antaha asya dvija vidyate avyuchinnaha tatastu ete sargaschithyanta samyamaha. First chapter, second adhyaya, 26th verse. Hey Dvija, O twice born. So here it is Maitreya. O Maitreya, பெருமையுடைய காலத்துக்கு உற்பத்தியும் அழிவும் இல்லை. பெருமையுடைய காலம் is Lord. So a time which has got greatness. The greatness of time lies in the God, lies in Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Kalaha, we can say Lord of time, is Anadihi, is beginningless. Arivam illai na antaha. Therefore, Padaipu, Sarga, Sthiti, Kathal. So Padaipu, creation, Kathal, sustenance, maintenance, Antaha, Arivu, Anta Samyamaha, Arivellam, Todandu Vellam Pol Nadaivaren. Avyuchinnaha. So unobstructed, they go on. And only Lord with his time has no beginning and end. And whereas these are in what we call cyclic nature, the Leela Vibhuti, the creations, always correspond to the time limit set by Lord. So here, Sankalpathai Tazhivi Nadakendra, Kshanakalam, moment, C, Madam, month, D, Yugam, E, Brahmanin Vazhvil Orunad, that is Parardham. Then F, Brahmanadu Noorandu Vazhvil Padi, that is 50 years of Lord Brahma. And G, Brahmanadu Mulu Ayud, Mahakalpa. F is Brahmanadu Noorandu Vazhvil Padi, 50% of Brahma's lifespan is Dviparardham. Then Brahmanadu Mulu Ayud, Mahakalpam, Adilum Periya Kalam, Niyamikkapada Karanamandru, Niyamikkapada Karanamandru. So the time related to the day, month, year, and so on is different from the time limited by Lord for Shuddha Sattva. That's what is understood. So actually, the subject, namely Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, then Mahat, Ahankaram, Tanmatras. I mean, Tanmatras are understandable, whereas Tanmatras different in categories with Shuddha Sattvam are not understandable. So also Mula Prakriti is not understandable. Mula Prakriti, normally we must call it as Lord Srimanarayana. He is the basic fundamental nature. So how he works on all these 25 principles also, it is a wonder. We are not able to clearly understand. Of course, Shastras say, and we study, but we cannot go deep into the knowledge. Ignorance, tamas is more in us. And of course, rajas is also rampant, more than sattva. And unless we become Shuddha Sattva in quality, we may not understand the full impact of all these creations, sustenance, destruction. And we have to understand it and them as the sports or game of the Lord. Ramanujadaya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimad Venkatanathāryam Vande Vedanta Deshikam Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunajaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaka Vadidvipashiro Bhanga Panchanana Parakramaha Sriman Venkatanathāryas Chiram Vijayatam Bhuvi Shirandruthopul Thiruvenkadamudayan Parandra Chonna Paramazhiyul Orandrudane Amayado Dharaniyil Vazhvakku Vanera Komalamum Parvu
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயண